I'm Eric Novak. 2021 is going to be a big year for Ford with at least 3 major product launches. You have the Mustang Mach-E, the all-electric Mustang member, highly anticipated, and it's something I will be reviewing not too long from now. We also have the next generation F-150 with a hybrid variant, and that's also something I'll be reviewing in the next few weeks. But beside me, we have the return of the Bronco. It's actually a family now with 3 different options, but right beside me is the first one I get to review. It's a 2021 Ford Bronco Sport. So when we say Ford is bringing back the Bronco, they're actually bringing back 3 Broncos. It's really more of a strategy of like a sub-brand. The Bronco is almost like a family of vehicles, of which we have the actual Bronco, which will come in 2 and 4-door variants. And it is basically a full SUV. It is a body-on-frame. It's actually built on the same platform as the Ford Ranger. It will have full off-road capabilities, removing the doors, removing the roof, stuff like that. And then you also have what I'm driving now, which is the Bronco Sport, which is a crossover SUV. It's built on the same platform as the Ford Escape. And we're looking at something, well, if you're doing a comparison with Jeep, and that's really what we're going to be doing a lot of, and that's what Ford is basically targeting, it's essentially like the Ford Bronco is going to be the Wrangler, and the Ford Bronco Sport is the Cherokee, if you will. So Bronco Sport is actually going to consist of 4 trim levels in total. There is going to be the base, the Big Bend, the Outer Banks, and what I'm driving in now, the Badlands, which is the top trim. The Badlands is supposed to be also the most capable in terms of off-roading and 4x4, things like that. There is actually going to be 2 engines in total with the Bronco Sport. The lower 3 trims are going to be powered by a 1.5-liter 3-cylinder EcoBoost engine. Puts out 181 horsepower and 190 pound-feet of torque. But this Badlands, to be more capable, is powered by the 2-liter 4-cylinder EcoBoost engine, putting out 250 horsepower and 277 pound-feet of torque. When Ford planned out the Bronco family, they were wise to ensure that despite being smaller in size and built on a crossover platform, the Bronco Sport shares a very familiar exterior look with its larger Bronco sibling. This is a complaint made by Jeep lovers, as the Cherokee really doesn't look much like the Wrangler, but the Bronco Sport has a definite resemblance to the Bronco. The overall exterior shape of the Bronco does remind me of an old Land Rover LR2, or perhaps even a Honda Element. While being built on the same platform as the Escape, the Bronco Sport offers a more upright and boxy exterior design. All models feature an independent front and rear suspension, but on the Badlands trim, the system includes uniquely tuned front struts with hydraulic rebound stops designed to provide a quieter, less jarring off-road experience. Off-road comfort is further enhanced thanks to 46mm diameter monotube rear shocks, while softer springs and anti-roll bars offer greater articulation over obstacles. Bronco Sport models offer a terrain management system with up to 7 available GOAT modes, which in this case stands for Go Over Any Type of Terrain, and not any of the other variations we're starting to hear far too much of lately, to be honest. Standard modes include Normal, Eco, Sport, Slippery, and Sand, while Mud Ruts and Rock Crawl modes are available on the Badlands. The top-end Badlands trim, which is what I drove, is designed with the most off-road capability, which means it has some unique exterior features as a result. One of them is a class-exclusive Trail Control, which is a cruise control-like feature but specifically designed for off-road terrain. Now, overall ground clearance is 8.8 inches, and that's about an inch higher than other trims, and it also comes standard with 28.5-inch tires. Off-road capability is further reinforced by 4 steel bash plates, plus available frame-mounted front tow hooks that can individually withstand static loads up to 100% of the gross vehicle weight. It has the ability to wade through up to 23.6 inches of water, and it's a depth I got close to on a couple of puddle runs while taking the Bronco Sport for a Saturday off-road spin. The Bronco Sport is much more likely to be bought as a daily driver that has the potential to go off-roading, so the interior has been designed with comfort in mind while still being practical for the off-the-beaten-path adventuring. Interior seating for 5 provides generally good comfort for passengers in both front and back. There is 105.7 cubic feet of passenger volume in total. Now, thanks to the Safari-style roof, there is plenty of headroom inside, even for those in the second row. Cloth seating is standard on all trims, but my tester came with leather-appointed seats that's part of the optional Badlands package upgrade. The center stack includes a rotary gear selector, space for the optional wireless charger, tactile climate controls, a small storage area, and is topped by an 8-inch center touchscreen. The LCD driver information cluster is programmable, and with the Badlands trim offers information necessary for off-road driving. The backs of the front seats can be unzipped to create a unique storage area for things such as tablet computers. On the Badlands trim, there is also a special cargo area hidden underneath the passenger side seats in the second row for keeping things safe and out of place. The backs of the front seats also have the ability to hold accessories like cups or clamps for climbing. The Safari-style roofline also offers greater capabilities with respect to cargo. With the second row seats down, you'd be able to accommodate 2 standing 27.5-inch wheel-mounted bikes with the available Yakima dealer-installed interior bike rack accessory. Overall cargo capacities do vary between trim levels. With the second row seats upright, base, Big Ben, and Outer Banks trims have 32.5 cubic feet of space, while the Badlands trim has 29.4 cubic feet. With the second row down, you'll have 65.2 cubic feet on the 3 lower trims and 60.6 cubic feet with the Badlands. The difference comes from the fact that the Badlands has a full-size spare tire, while lower trims get the smaller donut. The cargo area is faced with an easy-to-clean rubber lining, which is good if you plan to get it dirty. But the flip side is that stuff slides around there a lot. Anything like hard plastic grocery bins or luggage will be bouncing back and forth, unfortunately, and this is where I think Ford needs to come up with some better cargo containment solutions to keep things in place when necessary. You can also turn the cargo area into one with 2 levels thanks to an optional shelf, which then can be used for more adventurous tasks like cooking while out camping. And speaking of camping, among the long list of accessories available with the Bronco Sport is a Yakima Skyrise tent and awning that pairs with available crossbars to make overnighting as easy as finding a place to park. Ultimately, the Badlands trim is designed to be the best suited of all trims for off-road adventures. So part of my review involves spending a day on some roads and trails that would see just how well the Bronco Sport measured up to its claim. It was a task I was happy to take on, and the Badlands trim proved more than capable on the moderately challenging roads that we drove on. As I was about to shoot my extra, I thought about taking this to the car wash and cleaning it up first, but it had been raining. The Mother Nature has taken the top coat off the dirt. It looks kind of mucky and grimy, and you know what? That's probably the way it should look after the week I've had with it. So I'll just leave it this way and offer you my final thoughts. And that is that Ford is going to sell a boatload of these Bronco Sports. It really is a great strategy. I think they nailed it when they created this sub-brand with the full capable Bronco, the truck, versus this Bronco Sport, the smaller cousin. Because there's a lot of people who may love what a Bronco can do, just like there's a lot of Jeep lovers who love what a Wrangler can do, but probably don't need that or need the greater functionality of, say, something like a Cherokee. Well, that's the same thing that's going to happen here with this Bronco Sport. It is basically an Escape with a lot more capabilities. It looks better and it ties in well with the overall Bronco design language. And you know, this thing is, it's comfortable, it's functional, and it's capable whenever it needs to be. Someone who's going to drive this Bronco Sport or buy it is not going to be off-roading every weekend, but that odd time when they need the capability that this thing can offer, it's good to know that they have it. I really enjoyed my time with this Bronco Sport this week, and I hope you enjoyed watching this review. That's it for now. I'm Eric Novak. Thanks for watching. There's plenty of ways for you to keep connected with me, so check out some of my social media links, suggested videos, and you know, I'd really love it if you subscribe to my YouTube channel.